Oh, I'm so excited for this. Come on, everyone. Start hopping on. We got another live. Woo! Oh. Hello, everyone. So, just when I was getting depressed and down thinking it was all over, we are back and we're doing another live tonight, which is going to be a special one. Lots of you now hopping on, so welcome, everybody. We're just waiting for Sherry Ann. Could potentially be a special guest as well for those of you that saw a story. So it's going to be a special live. Going to be talking to Sherry Ann. Yeah, and I was getting really down. I thought, oh, it's all finished. It's all over. But no. Oh, lots of comments coming in now. This is amazing. Hey, Donna. Of course, you're one of our favourites. Before 9 o'clock though, so we got to keep it cleaner tonight. Tell you what, I was getting bad, wasn't I, with my language? Do you know whose fault that is? Sherry Ann's. She's giving me the charrettes. Oh, we're back!
Hello, we're back again, Lewis.
I'm so happy and excited because we thought it was coming to an end, and then here we are, not even 24 hours later.
So I'm excited. That's my boy out the villa. He's out, he's fit, and he's ready to come home now. So everything's all good. Did you see what Maya? She put a wee post up on Anton on her Instagram.
With Stormzy.
Amazing.
All
He's
the
well
celebs
loved,
love
my
him.
boy. Well loved. So what is everybody saying?
A lot of love for Anton, and rightly so. He did absolutely everybody proud in there, and I sent you some screenshots earlier of just the messages. Every single message that is sent out there about Anton is positive because he went in there and he was authentic. He was true to himself throughout the entire show.
All the way. It was. So what is everybody? I will love you, Sherry. I love you too.
Oh, you're getting a lot of positivity there.
Right, okay. So yeah, so Anton, he gets back home on Thursday. So I've been cooking all day. The pasta sauce, everything.
You frozen, Sherry Ann? Is it just me? Guys, tell me
Right.
if it's me that's you're back. There we go.
Sorry. Yeah, so what I was saying.
So a lot of comments coming in here. Let's have a look. Well, by the way, what have you pre-made Anton then?
I asked him, I says, it's lasagna, but he also likes a sausage pasta, Italian sausage.
Ooh.
So I'm going to make him the pasta sauce with Italian sausage, and he likes linguine.
I like
The
Italian sausage as well.
Oh, it's Callum Italian. Oh,
I hope Callum never hears this. There'll be a restraining order against me.
Right, so how's everybody taking it? I've not had time today to see what's happening. So what's everybody been saying, Louis Vuitton?
Oh, I like that, Louis Vuitton. People are just, they love it. People are gutted. Michelle, who I spoke to earlier, my friend, said that she is depressed that the show's finished. But look who's here.
Hey!
Johnson!
Right.
He's back.
We are in, guys. We are in.
Good.
How are we?
So how are you feeling, son?
Can I just
Everybody-
say before we even get into that, you two have absolutely smashed it. Lewis, thank you so much for dealing with my mother. I know that can be a tricky task. That can be a very, very tricky task. So you have done well. And yeah, you have absolutely smashed it, guys. Well done.
Anton, Anton,
Yeah.
Lewis didn't swear before. You want to
Oh,
hear
Oh,
it?
I'm surprised he's. I'm surprised he's not went.
Unbelievable.
I'm surprised he's not went grey in the hair with it. But yeah, let's get straight into the show. People are joining, Lewis. Let's get into the nitty-gritties of it all.
we've missed you. You've been missed. And I tell you what, you're going to see the comments now, Anton, but every night, every comment about you has been so positive about how humble, genuine, sincere you are. And I think you were the most sincere person in that whole show, honestly.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Well, my mother has raised me very well. She raised me very, very well. So, yeah, that's it. Yep, we've done it, and yeah, we've enjoyed every minute on energy. Yeah, so all good. How are you guys?
So, yeah, we're great. Lewis knows what a bobby is now.
What's the Bobby thing about? What is this Bobby thing about? Wow.
Somebody came on and says somebody says something about
Mitch,
Mitch was,
being a bell end.
oh, have we lost him? Have we lost him? Guys, he's still in South Africa and there's a bad connection here. Come on, son.
If you can still hear us, Anton, basically, someone called Mitch a bellend, and I was explaining it to Sherry Ann, and she said, "Is it a bobby?" And I thought she said booby, and I was like, "No, no, no, it's another word for a penis." And then it turns out in Scotland,
The way
he'll come back.
Sorry, guys.
He's going to come back, guys. Stay on. He's coming back any moment now, so don't worry.
Then for Anton, what questions have I said that Midge was a belly, and that's
Mitch.
what it was.
Yes.
Right, get all the questions. Anton, love you.
Do you know?
Castle.
Oh, Louis. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's get Anton back on here now. Oh, Elliot's watching as well. We've got to give Elliot a shout out.
Oh, Elliot's on as well.
The boss man.
Have we got him? So get all your questions in for Anton, and he'll get them answered. Hopefully we can get him back on.
Whilst we're doing that, let's get some questions that we've got coming in. Maybe not. Guys, don't ask loads of stuff about Georgia H because we're going to wait and see how that goes when they come out of the villa.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think.
So we don't know.
I think we got to get Mitch on. Anton's mum. Oh, thank you so much. All the love hearts.
Did somebody say get Mitch on?
I don't think that would be a good thing. If Anton wasn't coupled up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's a good. Who would you have wanted? Yeah, we've had that one, but before.
Questions are coming in fast and quick tonight, Lewis.
So, guys, obviously Anton is still out there, and the signal and reception is horrific. So we're going to get him back. He's going to be here any second. Oh, there we go.
Guys, South Africa has the worst. Honestly, South Africa genuinely has the worst Wi-Fi. So apologies, guys, but I'm back. I'm back. Where were we at?
I've got all these women sending in CVs for you, Anton.
What?
They're all sending in CVs for marriage proposals.
Marriage proposals? Oh, Georgia's joined.
First.
Yeah, no, that's it, obviously. Yeah. Don't know what to say. Yours are mental. God, honestly. Right, shall we get into Love Island? Let's get into Love Island. What do people want to know?
What do people want?
Well, get your questions in, guys.
Yeah, what have I missed, guys? Fill me in. What's the magic moments? I've not seen too much today at all.
One of the magic moments was you flipping into the pool.
Oh my goodness. Is that not just an Anton moment? Like, I feel like I executed the speech. I was smooth. Everything was going great. I feel like I won her over with that kiss. And then, boom, fell straight back in the pool. Like, what the hell? And it was so embarrassing. But I was just one of the ones where when I fell in, I was so scared because they mics are like $5,000. The microphones, I thought I'm in so much trouble for falling in the pool. But nah, it was absolutely fine. So yeah, it Yeah, it was fine. It was a good moment. I believe it was a very iconic moment, and I've watched it back. But I believe I fell with style. I definitely fell with
Yeah.
style with that.
You flipped with style,
Yeah,
son.
I feel like I pulled it back slightly, you know. I feel like pulled it back. So yeah, it's good to be out though. It's so weird. Like today we got our phones back, and it was just like the weirdest experience. Obviously, I've spoke to you a bit today, Mum, as well. But just wow, like the support has been overwhelming from everyone.
But
Everyone. I'm so grateful, guys. Honestly, everyone that's listening in, I'm so grateful for all of you. Like I can't express it enough. Can't express it enough.
yeah, everybody was just so, you know, I think as well, they were actually worried about me, everybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people were worried about my reactions and if I was okay.
Yeah.
And then I love it. Unbelievable for you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know a lot of people are looking out for you and supporting you. So, shall we dive into some comments in the
Yeah.
section, guys? Let's dive into some comments.
Oh,
Lewis, you can be the interviewer. I don't want to take your job away because you've done
No,
a great
so
job.
a lot of people are just naturally wanting to ask. Obviously, they want to know what's next for you in Georgia, but of course, we're not going to know that till you're back in the back home and see what happens then.
Do you know what? When you're in Georgia, like it's like been such an amazing journey. Like it's been up and down, and I know a lot of people were like questioning how she felt. I can see that clearly. Even the guys in the villa were questioning it at first, but there's just a lot that's went on in the sense of like we all deal with relationships differently. Some of us have had bad experiences with our relationships, and what we realised quite late on is we have different love languages. Okay, so apparently there's like 5 different types of love language you've got, right? I can't remember them all, but there's PDA, so like just basically affection, that you need affection. You give acts of service, so that's like doing things for people. What else is there? There's anyone help me out in the comments section, but there's definitely a lot of love languages. Anyway, the point of the story is you don't need to know all the love languages. Ours are completely different. So the way I give love and the way she gives love is different. And now that we've kind of realised what they are, like we just work to support each other's love language. So yeah, we're getting there, and that's it. I can see a lot of people are asking where Georgia is. Unfortunately, at this stage, we're just not allowed to be with each other. We need to be all kept separate, different hotels and all that. And tomorrow we're going to be flying back. So we're just in different hotels at the minute, unfortunately. Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah. So
Carry
tomorrow we
on.
fly back. We all fly back together. It's going to be a crazy flight. 12 islanders on a flight. 10 islanders on a flight. It's going to be crazy.
On with all the other islanders that were put out,
Yeah.
and they all were. I think they go home.
No, some of them went home and then some got flown back out, depending on like just when they went out in the process. So the guys that went out like last week, they got to stay for a week or so. Other guys got flown back out. But the funny thing was we weren't even allowed to really like speak to them last night. It was just a case of they had to go back to their hotel, we had to go back to our hotel. So yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. It felt like we were all so close together to a reunion and reunited, and then all of a sudden we're split up again.
So you didn't have a big party last night, son?
No, not like that at all. Anything but.
So what happened for you and Maya then?
I can't really say what I done, but yeah, I was a little bit of a naughty boy, and I shouldn't have went to a place that I shouldn't have went to. Yeah, so that's all we'll say on that matter. But I shouldn't have been there, but I was for a bit, and then I got back. So Stormsday was cool though. Maya's cool. I think she's conducted herself amazingly throughout the series.
Yeah.
What was great about Maya is like when she came in, even though like she has to do her lines, etc., she was genuinely just like talking away to us all. She was nervous, which was good to see because obviously she's massive, but she was really nervous, and she was just amazing.
Yeah. And Stormy, what is he like, Anton?
Oh, cool guy. So even like when I went to the party, tell him about you and Stormzy doing the razor rap. You know, imagine. Could you imagine? Can you imagine?
Oh, didn't even ask him.
I didn't. Mum, the last thing on my mind is asking a famous rapper to do a rap about shaving my bum with my mother. That was not in my train of thought when I met Stormzy. I'm
Oh, well,
sorry.
it's been in mine.
Do you know,
What's going on?
Anton?
Lewis doesn't
With
even know what to say when us two
um,
come together.
with Sherry Ann, like you have no idea. Throughout this whole 5 weeks, we've had nightly. They've nicknamed them Sherapy, and then when she has a glass of wine and starts swearing, it's
Oh,
what's
you
it
don't
called?
let her drink. You
Sherry
don't
Ann?
let her drink before she comes on this, man. Don't let her
No,
drink. You've been
Oh,
drinking
she's done
what?
it
tell him.
most nights.
Everybody tell Anton what happens to me when I have a
So
couple of drinks.
it's got a name, and then Sherry Ann does this. There it is,
What?
Charettes.
Charette? Charette? What?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, right, got you,
So
got you, got you. Yeah, that,
I
so
started saying the
like Tourette's, but
words
Tourette's.
at first, so I went, I just said it was the charrettes.
She
Right, guys, come on.
does the
People
head
watching this
movement.
want to get back to Love Island. What do we? Let's get back to Love Island while it's fresh in my mind. What do we need to know? What do we want to know?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just going to say this and then that's it. Anton, I can't believe you're with one of the biggest fucking rappers and you don't even tell me about my razor rap.
I don't think Stormzy wants to sing about shaving my bum. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's a thing, Mum.
Well, maybe we could have said he shaved his your bum once or something.
Oh yeah, that will go
Right, too
well.
much, too much,
Right,
too much. I just met the
okay,
guy. I just met the guy. Maybe when I meet him on the third occasion, we can ask that question. But
right.
Right, let's
not in the
talk.
first date. Not in the first date. A
Let's
lot of
talk
guys are
Messy
still.
Mitch.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Oof.
Look, at the end of the day, obviously there was a moment where he was treating a girl in the Villa Liberty in the wrong way, and I just seen it. I'm very close to everyone in the Villa. I was getting called the dad of the
Oh,
Villa pretty much by everyone,
I,
so they were coming to me for advice. And you know, she came to me for advice on it, and I just told her how I felt. Obviously, Mitch felt that I should have kept some form of bro code, but for me, like, there's no bro code. There's right and there's wrong, and you're treating a girl in a wrong way. You've made her upset, and I just let him know about it, and that was all it was. He's obviously held a grudge about that. He's made up all these accusations, let's call them, and
accusation.
give him his 5 minutes. Give him his 5 minutes. Give him it. Like, he can have his 5 minutes. He can say what he needs to say. He's entitled to his opinion, and I wish him all the best.
So you
Oh
realize everybody's been saying the way you conducted
yeah.
yourself there, absolutely. Oh, it was amazing,
Yeah,
Anton.
Yeah,
yeah. You annihilated him.
yeah. Well, do you know what? I'm just like, at the end of the day, I just stated the facts, and he just got more and more angry about it. And the only thing he could come back with was literally bro code. So I mean, what's bro code? Is this unwritten code that I don't know about? Because I've never seen no bro code written down. Is it in the Bible? Like, I mean, I don't know this bro code he's talking about. So
Oh, no one
like,
does.
and as far as I'm concerned, there was right and there's right and there's wrong and there's wrong. And if she was doing that to Mitch, I would have had a word with her as well. And you know, I always believe that the calmest man in an argument wins. And the angrier he was getting, I was just like, you're making no sense in what you're saying.
And
So yeah, I just feel like for him to then come back and, you know, trying to say that I'm in it for money and whatever. Like, see, to be fair, I'm just going to put this out here. None of us knew when we went into this process that the prize money was up for grabs. Like, the last thing we need to do is go in there for money. So that was just madness in itself. But you know what? Like I said, he's came in, he said his opinion, he's had his dig back. It's took him, 3 weeks to come with a comeback, and that was his comeback. So let him have it and allow it.
yeah, I get
Allow it.
done.
Allow it. That's why I never reacted. I didn't even want to react. I didn't want to, just that's what he's done.
I reacted
So anyway,
for you.
Okay,
yeah, literally.
the
I've
whole
seen that. I've seen a lot of bits
time
today.
just about
Uh, guys, what's people's asking? I'm just looking at
yeah,
the questions
you're
coming
a
through
real
as well. Everyone else.
man.
What other moments? What other moments do we need to talk about?
Well,
Because obviously I'm out of it.
I think you, what I loved was where there was a bit of gossip, like, because I loved, the guys loved you and the girls, but it was the way that you would literally earwig and then run away when, like, they would leave the situation. You were hysterical.
What,
Like, I was crying
so what was I doing listening into
all the
conversations?
time.
Ah,
Oh wow.
are
I
you
just wanted to know what was happening.
and you were sitting there. You actually were sitting there with your food,
Yeah.
like you were at everybody in the background.
Oh man.
And
Believe
with the biggest smile.
Oh my God. I know it was, do you know what? It was a mad experience. It was, it's been a long 5 weeks. It's been long. There's been some amazing moments in here, but there's been a lot of drama, guys. Wow. Like, I could feel the drama in that villa. It was crazy. It was
what the
absolutely crazy.
tension.
Oh, just every day, night after night, I was like, guys, come on, give it a rest. This is Love Island, not Drama Island. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Leave your drama for your
I was
mama.
honestly one day I was just like out with my Cupid bow. I was just like pinging my Cupid bow like and trying to send the love, but it just wasn't happening.
Oh,
Right, well, we'll have a look at some of the questions from the guys.
okay.
It'd be nice
How's
to know
Callum?
everyone's like. Sorry, I've totally overtook this, Lewis, completely. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just excited
how's
to have my
Callum?
phone back. Callum, oh Callum, what a guy. Callum's really a genuine guy. From the first
And
day, I just knew he was my type of person. Yeah,
Luke
go on.
has got a crush on Callum.
Oh, do you? Wow.
A massive crush on
What?
Callum.
Wait, what? Plot? Wait. What?
Oh, yeah.
Good looking boy, to be
So
fair. Good
flustered.
looking boy.
It gets really flustered with
Oh,
Callum. Don't.
we've got to do a live with Cal at some
Oh,
point. I'll get Cal. Do you know what? I'm going to get Cal to send you a video message tomorrow. I'm going to get Cal to
no
send you a video
way.
message
Oh my
tomorrow.
God.
Oh, yes, we need to. Cal's amazing, though, but honestly, from the bottom of my heart, like, Mum, you know what I'm like. I kind of keep away from a lot of people. I seclude myself. Always say that, I've got, like, two true friends, really. It's mad. I don't let a lot of people come into my life, but when I met Callum, I was like, he's a genuine one. You just know. And, yeah, I feel like he's a friend for life, and he's done so well. He's been on a bit of a journey himself. Obviously, he had a lot of situations, and he's came out the other side with someone he really, really likes.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah,
the sex is genuine. You can see he's genuine,
yeah,
Anton.
yeah. I spoke to his family last night as well. So we had a lot of FaceTime with his family last night. He said he wanted to come and FaceTime with you today, but I'm at the other hotel from Callum as well, so I'm at a different hotel from him as well. So yeah, it's just one of the ones.
So you need to get him to you need to get him to come up for lasagna.
Everyone's still asking where's Georgia, guys. We're in different hotels. We have been all separated, or we're all in different hotels, just so everyone knows and everyone's clear. But we'll all be on the same flight tomorrow, I believe.
Is there a reason that you are all into different hotels, Anton?
It's just to do with security purposes. I think it's just safety. They've got a full welfare team. ITV look after us so well, and they've just got an amazing welfare team here that they say something and we just have to do it until we land back in the UK safe, and that's just what we have to do, unfortunately. Guys, I'm going to butt in. I've seen a lot. The Mall and Cal situation, it's not a thing. I can promise you it is not a thing. The fact that they two have came out of this process as genuine friends now is amazing, because they weren't speaking to each other prior to it. I believe that Molly bought Cal a dog for his birthday, and now she feels that he's got the dog and she doesn't, so now they can walk the dogs together, which is nice. So yeah, that was never a thing. Like, honestly, I'm in there 24 hours a day. I'm very close to Molly. I'm very close to Cal. And honestly, it's not a thing. Trust me, Molly is besotted by Tom. Tom's besotted by Molly. Cal and Jess are in a very, very good place, really happy with each other. And yeah, I think both of these couples are very, very strong. Separately, not together. They might go on double dates, but that's the most you'll get with Molly and Cal now.
It's all right. Okay. I think the bill has been good for both of them, and they've been able to,
Yeah.
Well,
you put in a situation where you would never get put into. They had to have certain conversations that you probably wouldn't have with an ex, and they've done it. And they've sort of squished their issues, and now they can be friends. And Cal and Tom are very close as well. And it's quite funny, actually. There's been a few times where Tom's came to Cal for advice, and Cal knows, well, Molly likes this or Molly doesn't like this, and I'm just like, I'm sitting next to them, scratching my head, thinking, how is this a thing? How is this actually a thing? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's one of them.
she can see. they're absolutely genuine then.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Both Cal and Molly are genuine people. Like Molly, I can't fault that girl. Like she is genuine. She looks the way she looks, but she is the most genuine girl I've ever
Yeah.
met in my life. She was unbelievable. And honestly, like Tom came in and he, he's just the nicest guy as well. And the two of them honestly are each other's person. Like I can't fault either of them. And I'm just so happy they won. And yeah,
Yeah.
like I think they totally deserved it. I think that was the right
Public.
the right winners for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So
I mean,
I
I even said before the final to Tom, I was like, bro, I hope you win it. Like, I'll be so happy for you if you win it, just because I wanted to see the two of them win the show.
Yeah.
I did. I just thought that they deserved it.
Yeah, me too, son. I felt that Molly and Tom, I was rooting for them and Callum.
Well, I hope you're
we
rooting for me as
yeah.
well. But yeah, my journey was a little bit different. I get it.
Anton,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a question, which is obviously when you're in there, you don't know how you're coming across, what the
Yeah.
public think, but when there was celebrity VIPs going in there, everyone mentioned you. Craig David, Ella Henderson said, "I love you all, especially Anton." Every
Yeah.
single did that give you an inkling that you were coming across well?
Do you know what? Like, obviously, I was just amazed that two such high profile people actually even watch us guys first and foremost. But to say that, you know, they loved me was so nice. Obviously, you guys know me well, and I just am who I am. I believe I'm a good person. I believe I'm a nice person, and yeah, I'm just myself, and that's all I can be. And yeah, I'm glad that came across that way, and it seems to have been received well by obviously the celebrities and of course the guys that have supported me throughout my journey, which has just been amazing.
At some points, Anton, when you were in Me Being Your Mother, I actually thought you looked a bit down and like was,
Yeah.
you know, sort of ready to come home.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? Like for me, I'm so much a routine guy. Like I need my training, I need my eating,
Oh,
and it's just yeah. Like it's just like I just got to the stage where it was just difficult, and you're in an intense environment with 16 other people. There was a lot of the time there was 16 people in there. Man, they guys are messy, man. Like they leave their shit everywhere, and yeah, do you know what I mean? Like it gets a lot. So for me, it was just a case of like literally like just I just need my home comforts. I miss you, mum. I miss my dad. Like I was just ready to come home. And I'm just a little bit older now, so it was just a little bit different this time around from when I was 24.
yeah.
But yeah, like look, I've made some amazing memories. I've made some real life friends this time. Genuinely, I believe that. And yeah, I'm just excited to get home and just get back into a routine.
So we were saying to everybody, Anton,
Yeah,
since you left, son,
yeah,
how I promised I wouldn't eat my chocolate and whatever. And you know, mommy comfort seat when
yeah,
she not beside me. So I put on
yeah.
£10. So I was saying yesterday in the live that when Anton comes home, he'll get me right back on track.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Well, I need to as well. Like, honestly, I've been in the Oreo cupboard. I've been eating crisps as well. And there's certain days I've not trained, but that's just part of it. You go through these stages at some points, and it is what it is. So we'll get back to it. Right, guys, I want to know about Georgia. Right, so let's get into Georgia. Let's just get into the Georgia stuff. Let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty. That's what people want to see. Is that what everyone wants to see?
Yeah,
Give us a
if you're
comment.
sure.
Georgia stuff. Are we going to get into this?
Go,
Let's
son.
get
Go.
into it. Okay. So, first of all, mother, what's your impressions?
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, of course, but like, keep it PG. You know? No, honestly, yeah, I know you're joking. I know you're joking. What's your
No,
thoughts?
at the end of the day, I was saying with Georgia, I can't make judgment at the moment. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that I didn't have, to be honest, Anton. I felt it for you. You know,
yeah,
I knew that you were really trying hard, and I know how much of a gentleman you are, and you're persistent, and you were
yeah,
patient with her. And we know it's common knowledge out here that he's been in, you know, rocky relationships or whatever. So, you know, I was thinking about, like you're saying, maybe she wasn't used to having the sort of love and compassion
Yeah.
that you give her. But so I wasn't going to make any judgment at all until I actually meet her,
Yeah.
because yeah, I'm all about.
People are commenting saying you don't like her. People are commenting saying that, but I don't think that's the case because I know you. You'll just say it how it is, and do you know what? Like, see, at the end of the day, like I, I mean, I just think it was because I was so patient and understanding about it. We were friends first, like when we got in there, we became friendly, and you know that friendship kind of grew into something. But ultimately, like she had two exes in there that she was still dealing with certain things with the exes, and you know, like I knew she had to deal with these situations, and she dealt with them. And then as soon as she dealt with them, like it was like she looked at me differently and everything. So like it is what it is. I feel like we've grown so much in that place, and it's going to be so much easier for us out here because ultimately, like when you're in there, you're living with someone 24 hours a day. And what people forget in this experience is that me and her, especially, were pretty much day one the full way through. I know we weren't coupled up, but we were friends. So we've been like literally in each other's company every single day for the full process. Obviously, there's other couples that haven't done that the full time. Even Georgia and Toby, they had a little break in between where they didn't speak at all for like a week. Trust me, a week in there is a long time. So the fact that we've literally stuck by each other, progressed all that way through, we're obviously going to get in each other's nerves at points. But what I've obviously seen is people like accusing us of playing games and all this sort of thing. But one
Oh,
thing I will say about the game playing, right? If you're playing a game, right, let's just say you are playing this game, and you get to the last week before the final, and then you start arguing, you're not playing the game very well, are you? You're not playing
True.
a very good game.
Very
You're not
true.
playing the game very well. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like, look, I know where we're at, and we're getting on well, and everything's good at this moment. And we've had a nice day yesterday. Obviously, we weren't fully like the full day we've been together, and it was just a nice day. So yeah, I'm just excited to getting out there, introducing her to you, and let's see what
let's
happens.
see what happens, son.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I like? I need to meet the person, get a feel for them. And yeah, so that's what I've been saying. I'm not going to be
I think
judged
people keep going on about this ick comment, right? I want to address the
by
ick comment because
that. So that
I
was
know, but what I think it was is purely because what had happened was we were getting to know each other at this stage, and things were moving at a fair rate. But what had always been known is Casey was always going to be coming into the villa. There was like rumours within the villa that he was coming in. That's her ex that she never got closure with. So what I've been told by some of the girls, and obviously what she's now told me, was she was getting to like me at that stage, and then what had then happened was she then got scared that she would end up having to hurt me because this guy was coming in, because she wasn't sure of where it was going to go if he came in. So then when he did come in, it's not worked out, and then we've got back to where we left off. So that's kind of where we're at with it at this
so
moment
how
in
do
time.
you feel about that?
What with
So,
about
you know,
what?
just being sort of left and
Like,
then
I didn't feel like I was left because we went back to like being friends from that page. So it was just very much like you need to do what's right for you. Go and like find out how you're feeling, and deal with what you have to deal with. And if you end up with this guy, I'm happy for you. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're in Love Island to explore our connections. Obviously, she had a past connection that came in. She got closure on it, and then she could move forward with me in another direction. But ultimately, we were friends first, so we were always going to fall back as friends. And that's exactly where we were at that point. So I never ever felt like I was just getting left hung out to dry or anything like that. It may have came across that way, I'm not sure, but all I can go off of how I actually felt in the moments, and I felt like I just felt the way I felt, and I knew that me and her had some sort of connection, and we just, like I said, it maybe took her going back to close that chapter to move forward, and that's what we done effectively.
but like you say as well, I mean, we're only seeing an hour
You're
every
seeing an
single
hour.
Yeah.
You're
of
seeing
what,
an hour every day. Like what
and
you've got to remember is even when she's getting to know like Casey again and finding out that situation, I'm actually there to support her. Like even if it goes good, bad, or indifference, or an
yeah,
advisor, because
that,
she's my friend. She was my
yeah.
friend first. It wasn't pursuing a romantic thing. We were friends, so then we tried to pursue this romantic connection that we knew there was something more than just a relation. We knew there was something more than just a friendship. So we didn't know where it was. We were like, this isn't just friends, but is it romantic? So we weren't really sure. Then her ex comes in, and I'm like, babe, like you need to go and like sort that. You need to do your thing. Like if that's going to make you happy, I'm happy for you. And I think that's not her fault. Like that wasn't her fault. And I think that she's had a little bit of shit from that, which honestly, like I think it's a little bit unfair because ultimately I'm my own man, I make my own decisions, and I know a lot of people are backing me, but I was there to support her, and I just wanted to see her happy. And guys, I've seen that someone's writing like George was faking it. If George was faking it, then like she would have just made this process simple. She could have coupled up with me at the start, and then we could have done a lot better. Like honestly, it's not like that. And you guys you'll see the difference. You know, you'll see it when we all come out, and I'm sure we'll prove everyone wrong. So yeah, that's I love being a dark horse. We love being the dark horses.
It's not proving everybody wrong. Like I say there about that hour, what was showed, it's actually
Exactly.
explaining Callum.
Yeah. Lewis.
Can I say, Anton, that
it's like
genuinely what? Oh, sorry.
not on you
And I
go.
was going to say what we've seen as viewers, and when you watch the show back, it hasn't been nice to see. And I'll be honest, I know the show's edited, and they can make it look any way they want. But the reason you've got so much love for you personally is because how they've edited that show has very much made it look like you were getting picked up and dropped, and that your feelings were never taken into consideration.
Yeah. Do you know what though, right? See, at the end of the day, I always put other people's feelings before mine. My mum will say that. I always put other people's feelings before mine.
Now,
yeah.
when you say about you always put other feelings, Lewis, Haley, remember Haley? You helped get the kidney transplant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every night supporting and you're telling everybody what you've done for her.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying about you putting your feelings before anybody's.
Yeah. No, so like I said, I always put other people's feelings before mine, and it was funny. Like I had a conversation with Molly one day about the whole thing, with her and Callum very early on at the start, and Molly just said to me, because Cal was saying to me at that point when they were trying to sort of fix things, he had said to me, he's like, Anton, I'm trying so hard, like I really am trying. And I relayed this information to Molly because obviously we're both friends, and they were both of them were coming to me for advice, and I'm trying to advise them in the best way I can for their particular situation, trying not to be biased. And Molly said to me, she's like, Anton, even you do more for me than Callum. And the point of this is I do a lot for everyone in the villa, like make the coffees for everyone, do the most. So you can imagine what I do for my partner and the person I'm coupled up with.
Yeah.
I do so much for them because that's me as a person.
Yeah.
So George is getting the brunt of me effectively being the way I am, and that's not fair because she never gave anything before. Like she wasn't giving me all this and then pulled back. She was always consistent, and she always questioned whether it was something. And then it took us 5 weeks to figure out, there is something there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's only 5 weeks, and it's taken time. And she's had 2 exes in the process. So I stand by her, I support her. And you know, if people feel that I'm being silly, I get it. But I know what we are when we're together. We've been together 24 hours in a day. You guys are seen an hour. And just because she doesn't necessarily go and make me a coffee or do things for me actively, what she does is in the days I was down, really down, when I had my bad days, she would take me inside. She would meditate with me and get my mindset right. So then I can look after the rest of the villa and support the rest of the villa. But without her doing that groundwork with me, I wouldn't be the man I am to do that for everyone else. And that's what the people aren't seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Right,
so
okay.
that's the kind of the things that we've not seen. So honestly, guys, like I said, I'm not a silly guy. I'm nearly 30 years old. I think I've been in a lot of relationships. That sounds really bad, but I've been in like 3 serious relationships. I know when someone really doesn't like you. Like, I'm not silly. If I know someone really doesn't like me and I'm giving my all, I would know. I think. Maybe, I think I would know. I would definitely know.
You've
I'm
done
sure
so well, though. You should be so proud of yourself because I said it earlier on, you were the most throughout, the most consistent, you were sincere, everybody. There was a really touching moment. We saw this kind of Toby that was a little bit full of himself, but then when he sat down and had that chat with you, it was like you were his big brother, and he was able to kind of offload this emotion that he had, and to see that you had the ability to kind of break down that barrier with Toby, and then we saw that sincerity. It says a lot about you as a person, Anton, honestly.
Was this after the George S situation?
Yeah,
when
When he opened up about
Georgia, when he picked Georgia, yeah.
No,
when he opened up about his ex.
Oh yeah, oh
it
yeah. I mean, God,
was
you know
about
what?
Anton.
Like I must say for Toby, he's went through a lot in here. He obviously went with his heart. I've got to admit, we didn't agree with what had happened at that moment. But he went through a lot. He stood by what he believed in. He went with his heart. He knew it would ruffle a few feathers. And the guy honestly just went after what he believed in. And also, at that moment, I knew he'd had it hard because the reason that did hit him so hard is because it meant a lot to him. He's getting called something he isn't. And I get that. And I just wanted to be there for him and support him through it. So, yeah, I know exactly the point you're talking about.
Yeah.
Aye.
I actually wasn't, a sort of fan of Toby's, but when you were sitting with him and I could see the wee tear in his eye, Anton, my heart
Well,
went out to him.
honestly, I teared up a little bit myself. Like, he's a good guy. 5 minutes. Yeah, right. I'm only allowed 5 more minutes.
Oh, we're getting
Yeah.
whipped into shape on After
Listen,
Sun
we'll
tonight.
get my life
Um,
back soon, I'm sure. I'm allowed 5 minutes, guys. Okay, so,
um,
is there any questions
Yeah,
anyone wants to ask?
that
what's
was very,
your funniest moment? What
My,
stands out as the funniest thing that you remember in your time in the villa?
oh, that's a good question. The falling in the pool was funny.
Oh,
It was very funny. It was very funny. I'm not going to lie. Like, I mean, when
Anton,
I
how did
came,
you turn that about?
what
Who
do you mean?
did flips?
Because like I said, wait, we'll do a reenactment. We'll do a reenactment. Right, so I'm walking up and down, giving it like, who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? So I made it look like I was going to pick Molly. Right, so I walked over, said this speech, gave the look, and Molly's went, oh. And then I've just pulled back from her, stepped over to George and said, one kiss changes everything. Stepped in for the kiss, walking back all smug, like thinking I'm the boy. And then I've not realised how far I've stepped back. And when I've stepped back, I just heard Molly go, Anton, no. And I went, oh, shit. And I've just felt myself fall, and I just pushed my leg back and obviously flipped over. So I believe I fell with style.
Because I
amazing.
have felt with style. We were thinking, was that staged or what? Because it was
No,
my
honestly, and that's what I thought. I thought they're going to think that I've done this deliberately and I'm going to get in so much trouble for breaking up on £3 mic or whatever it was. And I was so nervous. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But they were cool. They were like, Anton, it was like an iconic moment. That goes down in Love Island history, that, I think. Another Anton
You were
moment
compared to
there.
Mr. Bean at one point on the
Oh,
live. Someone said,
Mr. Bean,
Anton's
yeah.
so, yeah. They
Oh,
said you were
oh.
so hot and attractive, but you've got the mannerisms of Mr. Bean because
Literally.
you went in there all slick
Yeah,
and then you
Mark, your
stepped
hair
back.
gave like fucking, and I feel like I gave her a good kiss as well. Like I stuck it on her properly. I know that's
oh,
probably too much, Mark,
Anton.
but I stuck it on her like, properly good, and then I fell. Yeah.
Your mum didn't watch that. She hides. Honestly, she can't watch you
Wait, I'm going
kissing.
to see if I can get a signal by my room. Wait now, 2 seconds. If this cuts out, right, wait. Let's just do a round up, guys. We're best to do a round up, okay?
Yeah, just
Right, we are best to do a
share.
round up.
And the guys can catch up with you
Yeah, guys.
when you come home.
Honestly, I'll land back in the UK tomorrow, and I will be hitting out loads of lives. We'll be doing a live myself in Georgia as well. Once we're back together, get some stories up, and yeah, we'll take it from there.
And what
But
about Molly and Callum? Are they coming to see me?
what, Molly and Callum
Uh,
separately?
Molly and Tom, sorry. It was just Callum came up there tonight.
Callum,
Sorry.
Callum will come and see you separately. Callum will come separately, and Tom and Molly will come
Yeah.
separately.
Want
Yes.
Molly to come and see me, Anton. I love her.
Yeah.
I'm a
So
fan.
I just want to round this up for everyone that's on, just to say thank you so much, guys, again for all the love. It honestly doesn't go unnoticed. I want to say thank you to you, Lewis. You've been a trooper every single night on here, I believe, and you the guys have smashed it. And Mum, I love
I
you.
love
I miss you.
this.
I'm literally going to FaceTime you in 2 minutes anyway, but they don't need to know that. I'm literally going to miss, but let me round this up. So I love you. I miss you, and I
Like
will
to
see
round
you
things
very
up.
soon. Okay.
See you
Just
Perfect, guys.
soon.
Okay. See
Anton,
you
I
soon.
talked over you. I
Huh?
talked over you there.
Oh,
See, round up again, son. Give me another round up.
right. Okay. So thank you, Lewis, for your time. Mother, I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to see you. And now you say
I
something. Your
love
cue.
you. I love you
Right.
so much.
Right. Thank you, guys. Okay. Much love to the audience as well. Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Anton.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, there we go. There's your boy. Thank you,
Oh, my
Sherry Ann. We're going to catch
boy.
up in the week, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll get catching up.
Oh, it's so sweet. Right, I'm going to let you go because you need to have your moment. I know you're going to video Anton now. So thanks to everyone for watching this live. And we're going to be back in the week. So keep up to date with us to see when we're coming back.
Right, okay. I thank you for all the love and support from my boy. I really am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Lewis.
Such a queen.
Bloody teary eyed.
I'd give you the biggest hug if I was there right now. Bless you.
That's
I'll see you soon.
okay, good night, everybody.
Bye.